Next on the checklist, you got to add healthy foods to your diet, and beginning with antioxidants.
But you want to ideally start off with foods that don't have food labels, right? Because if they're coming out of the ground looking the way they look when you eat them, they're good for you in general. So we want to have antioxidant foods, 5 to 7 fistfuls or servings a day. Now, what does that mean? Tomatoes, broccoli. By the way, you notice they're colorful foods. Red kidney and pinto beans, these are all great sources of protein.
Kidney beans, blueberries, artichokes, and dried prunes. Okay, great.
Now, you want omega-3 fats?
Yes.
Now remember, 80% of our brain is fat. So we need to have the right kinds of fats in our body to make sure our brain is the most resilient to stress and can learn the fastest. In fact, you want 3 grams a day, but the thing I want to point out to all of you is that every infant formula in America has to have omega-3 fats in it. Why is that? It's because the child's IQ increases by about 10 points if they're given omega-3 fats. And mothers, when they have children, the children want that omega-3 for their brain. They'll take it from you, and that causes depression.
Don't you get omegas from fishes?
Yeah, so you get them from fish, you can get them from vegetarian sources, flax seeds if you grind them up, but you have to grind them to get the benefit. Walnuts, and you want about a handful of walnuts, or 12 if you want to count them. Salmon and scallops, again, about a deck of cards amount of these will get you the omega-3 fats that you desire. And soybeans and squash are, again, vegetarian sources. And you can get omega-3 sources in many of the foods we recommend. But again, it's the healthy fats, so these tend to be foods that don't have long shelf lives. So you got to eat them fresh.
Soybean, squash, okay. I didn't know squash was one of them. Okay.
Fiber. The average American gets about 12 grams of fiber a day. We need to double that. Fiber sources, of course, the oatmeal we talk about all the time. 100% whole grain. Don't go for the head fake, right? It can't be just a word that sounds like 100%. It's got to say 100% on it. Lentils have them, black beans, peas, and by the way, raspberries has them.
Okay. Next.
Olive oil. Why is olive oil so important? It's not just because of the fat. And you want, by the way, about a tablespoon a day. But it's also because there are lots of other chemicals called phenols in olive oil. And
does it matter if it's virgin or extra virgin?
It matters that it's one of those.
Okay.
You don't want processed, heated olive oil, because when it gets chemically processed, you lose those very precious nutrients. And this is the reason, by the way, why the Mediterranean diet has been shown to increase life expectancy. Because when you mix olive oil with the tomatoes we showed earlier, right, you make pasta sauce. And if you get that into your diet a couple times a week, you're getting these nutrients naturally.
Okay. So antioxidants, omega-3s, fiber, and olive oil.
Exactly.
Okay. Number 4 on the checklist is one of the easiest things to start doing today. Take a multivitamin every single day. But there are so many to choose from. When you go to get a multivitamin, what should you be looking for?
Well, there are a lot to choose from, and we're going to put a lot of the details on the Oprah.com site. But I do want to point out one big issue, which is you take a women's multivitamin or a male's multivitamin. Here's the difference. Right? If you're a young woman, premenopausal woman, then you want a little iron in your multivitamin, because if you're menstruating, you'll need the iron to make new red blood cells. And you don't want more than 5,000 units of vitamin A. Right? If you're older, or if you're a male, then you want 2,500 of vitamin A or less, and you don't want any iron. You don't need the iron because you're not bleeding every month. So that's the main difference between male and female.
Okay, as we go to break, here's another assignment to challenge yourself. Write down the 3 foods that you're going to stop buying. Stop buying, and then list 3 healthy foods that you're going to add to your grocery list. Blueberries should be one of them as a hint. If you put it in writing, then it becomes a commitment.